Welcome to the Social Lens and thank you for watching. In this video we are going to briefly dive into the world of privatizing public services. In today's discussion, we will navigate through the complexities while examining the potential advantages and disadvantages that arise from this approach. Privatization of public services has been a subject of intense debate, with valid arguments on both sides. Today we will gain a deeper understanding of this widely discussed topic in South Africa in relation to the state-owned entities such as Eskom, Denel, South African Airways, SABC and Transnet. First, we will look at the positives of privatization. The first one is efficiency. Private companies are typically driven by profit and competition, which can incentivize them to operate more efficiently than public entities. They often have greater flexibility to streamline processes, implement cost-cutting measures, and improve productivity. The second positive is specialization. Privatization allows for the specialization of service providers. Private companies can focus solely on a specific sector or service, allowing them to develop specialized skills and knowledge. This specialization can lead to improved service quality and outcomes. The next one is financial resources. Privatizing public services can bring in additional financial resources through private investment and capital. This influx of funds can help address funding gaps, reduce reliance on taxpayer money, and provide a more sustainable financial model for service delivery. The fourth one is accountability. Private companies are often held accountable through contracts, performance indicators, and competition. This can create a stronger incentive for delivering quality services, meeting targets, and ensuring customer satisfaction. Clear contractual agreements can also establish consequences for poor performance. The fifth positive is flexibility. Privatization can introduce more flexibility in the management of public services. Private providers can respond quickly to changing demands and adjust their operations accordingly, without the bureaucratic hurdles often associated with public entities. This responsiveness can lead to better service delivery and customer responsiveness. The next one is cost control. Private companies have a greater incentive to control cost and minimize waste due to profit motives. Through their expertise and market-driven practices, they may identify cost-saving measures, negotiate better deals, and optimize resource allocation to provide services more cost-effectively. Then last one is increased competition. Privatization introduces competition into the delivery of public services. Competition can spur innovation, drive down costs, and improve service quality as companies strive to outperform their rivals. It provides customers with choices and can lead to a better overall service experience. Privatizing public services is a complex decision with potential drawbacks and concerns. Now we are going to turn our attention to the negatives that are often highlighted in the debate surrounding privatization. The first negative is that private companies may prioritize profit over public interest, leading to increased costs for services. Secondly, privatization can exacerbate existing social inequalities. Private entities may focus on profitable areas, neglecting underserved or unprofitable populations. This can lead to unequal access to essential services, leaving vulnerable groups at a disadvantage. Thirdly, public entities are directly accountable to the public through elected officials and public scrutiny. Privatization can diminish transparency and accountability, as private companies may not be subject to the same level of public oversight, resulting in reduced transparency and potential conflicts of interest. Private companies may claim commercial confidentiality or proprietary information, limiting public access to data and hindering the evaluation of service quality and performance. Fourthly, privatization can result in a loss of public control over essential services. Public interests and priorities may be overridden by the profit motives and decisions of private companies, limiting the ability to shape services according to the collective needs and values of society. Lastly, privatization often leads to workforce reductions as private companies seek to cut costs. This can result in job losses, reduced job security, and potentially lower wages and benefits for workers. Additionally, private companies may exploit workers by cutting corners or circumventing labor regulations to maximize profits. In conclusion, the debate surrounding the privatization of public services is a complex and multifaceted issue. While privatization can offer certain advantages, it also presents significant drawbacks that cannot be ignored. Ultimately, the decision to privatize public services should be approached with caution and careful consideration of the specific context and goals of each service. A thorough analysis of the potential pros and cons, along with robust oversight mechanisms and safeguards, is crucial to ensure that privatization does not compromise the fundamental principles of accessibility, equity, and quality in the provision of essential services to the public. It is imperative to strike a balance between the benefits of market competition and the need for public accountability in order to best serve the interests of the communities relying on these services. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like and consider subscribing to the channel.